Kyle was no ordinary dog. Born as an ex-police dog, this spirited pup had his mind imprinted with loyalty even in his earliest days. Now, as an aging German shepherd, Kyle found himself enjoying the gentle embrace of retirement, nestled in the picturesque countryside. The rolling hills and breathtaking views outside the window provided a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of his former life in the city, where he had served as a loyal police dog for many years. The couple who had taken him and loved him dearly, having fallen for him at first sight, and they showered him with affection. Yet, despite the idyllic surroundings and the loving care he received, it was evident that Kyle still missed the thrill of his glory days. Kyle had spent the majority of his life working alongside John, his partner in the police force. Together, they had tackled countless cases, from solving murder mysteries to finding missing persons. The bond they shared transcended mere companionship. It was a partnership built on trust, respect, and unwavering loyalty. John had always recognized Kyle's unique spirit, understanding that beneath his tough exterior lay a gentle heart yearning for purpose. But before we start, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our upcoming stories. As a young pup, Kyle had been raised in a family of working dogs, each of them having served valiantly in the police force. He was born into a legacy of bravery and duty, a legacy he aspired to uphold. With each passing day, he felt the weight of expectation on his shoulders. While his siblings had varied fates, some not even entering service, Kyle's journey was clear. He would become a police dog, and he would make his family proud. Training had not come easily to Kyle. He had been a rambunctious puppy, full of energy and mischief. However, as he matured, he realized the gravity of his future role. The rigorous training process began, and while Kyle struggled with certain tasks, his inherent intelligence and eagerness to please shone through. He quickly learned the skills necessary for police work, demonstrating exceptional aptitude in tasks involving search and rescue, particularly in sniffing out explosives. However, Kyle faced one significant hurdle: his inherent sweetness. Unlike many of his canine counterparts, he struggled with the concept of aggression. Despite his capabilities, Kyle was often exempt from tasks that required him to take down suspects or protect officers in high-stakes situations. He was simply a kind-hearted dog, and that was a characteristic that set him apart. His colleagues recognized his talents, noting his keen sense of smell and exceptional reflexes. Yet, deep down, Kyle grappled with hidden fears and insecurities. Would he be strong enough to protect others? Would he ever truly fulfill the role he had been bred for? His journey took a transformative turn when he met John, his future partner. John was a dedicated officer who immediately saw potential in Kyle. The moment they were paired together, an extraordinary bond formed, a connection that would become the cornerstone of their partnership. While many police dogs worked with multiple officers throughout their careers, Kyle and John were an exception. They were inseparable, and their teamwork became legendary within the force. Initially, Kyle lived in a police family, but it was a challenging environment for him. He wasn't accustomed to the affectionate gestures that come with love and care, like hugs and kisses. However, John ensured that Kyle felt special and cherished, showering him with attention. The partnership flourished, and Kyle thrived under John's guidance. But life changed once again when John and his wife discovered they were expecting a baby. Although they adored Kyle, they worried about having a large dog around a newborn. The couple grappled with their emotions, ultimately deciding that for the sake of their child, it would be best to find Kyle a new home. This news devastated John. While he understood their concerns, the thought of losing Kyle was unbearable. Without hesitation, John made the decision to adopt Kyle himself. He brought the loyal dog to his bachelor apartment, and although the space was small, it was filled with love. Their life together quickly settled into a comfortable routine. They were more than just a police team, they were roommates and best friends. Together, they navigated the challenges of police work, and Kyle's skills shone brightly. They quickly developed a reputation for their successful case resolutions, becoming a formidable duo in the line of duty. However, not every case was easy. One day, they were tasked with finding a missing girl who had disappeared 2 days prior. The gravity of the situation weighed heavily on Kyle's heart, and he felt an overwhelming desire to help her family. The search began, but as time passed, doubt began to creep into Kyle's mind. Would he be able to find her? With unwavering determination, Kyle tapped into his training. He sniffed the girl's clothing and focused intently, honing in on the scent. The police squad followed Kyle as he led them through the community. Kyle's instincts guided them, and when they arrived at the location he pointed to, it turned out to be the home of the girl's aunt. In an emotional twist, they found the girl safe, hiding in her cousin's room. The family was relieved, realizing how important a calm and loving environment was for their children. This experience solidified Kyle's understanding of the crucial role he played, not just as a police dog, but as a protector and confidant. His life was rich with experiences, filled with moments of danger and triumph. As time went on, he developed an even deeper bond with John, willing to sacrifice his life to save him if the need arose. One day, during a particularly tense confrontation with armed suspects, Kyle's instincts kicked in. He pushed John out of the way of a gunshot, ensuring both their safety. But as Kyle approached his 8th birthday, the realities of aging began to set in. The grueling work had taken its toll, and after years of dedicated service, he officially retired. While John had known this day would come, it still felt bittersweet. Their 8 years together had been filled with unforgettable memories that John cherished deeply. They had faced danger, solved crimes, and built a friendship that would last a lifetime. After retirement, Kyle was placed with the Smith family, a kind couple whose children had grown up and moved out. They immediately fell in love with him, unable to resist his gentle demeanor and playful spirit. Kyle was spoiled with love, pampered with belly rubs and ear scratches. However, the Smiths' house lacked the space for the energetic games Kyle craved. Despite his affection for his new family, Kyle missed John. He often thought of their time together, the cases they solved, and the bond they shared. A year passed, and the Smiths' son moved out, leaving them with more space. They decided to look for a new home in the countryside, a place where Kyle could roam free and enjoy nature. The Smiths took Kyle with them on house inspections, valuing his opinion. They believed that for their new home to feel right, it should resonate with Kyle as well. After searching, they found an old, spacious house surrounded by breathtaking landscapes, green hills, and valleys near the ocean. Kyle loved it immediately. It was perfect for him to run, jump, and play. In this new setting, the Smith family embraced an active lifestyle. They spent more time outdoors, exploring the countryside together. Kyle thrived on these walks, relishing the freedom and joy they brought. He enjoyed meeting new people and other dogs along the way. However, as time passed, something changed within him. Gradually, Kyle began to lose interest in their daily walks. His once boundless energy waned, and he became lethargic, refusing food and ignoring his favorite toys. Thomas, the Smith's son, grew concerned, fearing that the change in environment might be affecting Kyle. Perhaps he missed the excitement of city life, or worse, was he unwell? Worrying about Kyle's health, Thomas took him to the vet for a thorough checkup. After a series of tests, the veterinarian concluded that Kyle was in good health. They were puzzled by his sudden change in behavior and inability to engage in their usual activities. Days passed, and Kyle remained listless, prompting Thomas to ponder whether moving to the countryside had been a mistake. Then one day, while on a walk in the woods, something extraordinary happened. Kyle's demeanor shifted abruptly. He went from a quiet, tired dog to a focused and alert working dog. His instincts kicked in as he sniffed the ground intently, searching for something hidden beneath the leaves and branches. Thomas watched in astonishment as Kyle immersed himself in the hunt, seemingly transformed back to his old self. Kyle became obsessed with sniffing out lost items, small animals, and anything that piqued his interest. The spark that had been missing for so long returned, and Kyle was once again a lively and energetic dog. Yet, one particular smell captivated him, leading him deeper into the forest. One day, while following a scent, Kyle ventured into an area of the woods that Thomas hadn't explored before. The air was thick with mystery, and Kyle was relentless in his pursuit. But as he followed the scent, it seemed to vanish, leaving him restless and eager for answers. Thomas, concerned about Kyle's obsessive behavior, attempted to lure him back with treats, but Kyle was undeterred. Frustrated, Thomas decided to contact Kyle's old partner, John, hoping he could shed light on his unusual behavior. When John received the call, he was instantly worried. Had something happened to Kyle? Hearing that Kyle was safe but acting strangely relieved him, but he knew he needed to help. John explained to Thomas that Kyle exhibited this behavior whenever he was working on a case. When he found something significant, he would become fixated on it, a trait common among police dogs. The scent of something unusual might have drawn Kyle's attention. Together they ventured into the woods, hoping to uncover the mystery behind Kyle's behavior. As they delved deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon an old, abandoned cabin, half hidden beneath overgrown vines and foliage. Kyle's excitement surged, and he charged ahead, barking enthusiastically. With his nose pressed to the ground, he sniffed around, indicating that something was amiss. As John approached the cabin, he noticed a trail of disturbed earth and debris. Something lay beneath the surface. Realizing they might have discovered evidence of a crime, John called in backup. The police arrived and began digging, uncovering a stash of stolen goods. Kyle's instincts had led them to solve a case that had been open for years. It turned out that the cabin had been used by a notorious group of thieves. Kyle's unique abilities had not only revived his spirit but also brought justice to a long-forgotten crime. This experience reignited the bond between Kyle and John, and they began working together once more, solving cases and reclaiming their partnership. Kyle was no longer a retired dog. He had reclaimed his identity as a police dog and a protector. As the seasons changed, Kyle and John became inseparable again. Each day was filled with excitement and challenges. Together they trained, solved cases, and relished the joy of being back in action. The countryside became their new playground, filled with mysteries to uncover and lives to protect. Kyle had found his purpose once again, transforming from a retired dog to a loyal companion and protector ready to face whatever came his way. He may have been older, but the fire within him burned brightly, reminding him that his life was far from over. With John by his side, Kyle had not only rediscovered his place in the world, but he had also reaffirmed the timeless bond of loyalty, friendship, and love.